I want to welcome every one of you to this particular training. It's been exactly 7 days today that we started this journey. And the goal of this particular event, this training program, is to empower and equip all our realtors to become a better version of themselves. Moving from a rookie to becoming a professional, moving from an ordinary sales recruit to becoming sales gurus, moving from um, a hunter to becoming a farmer who is going to be reaping plenty few months from now. And our goal is for each and every one of you to become lions who controls their own pride and who controls the jungle. Because the world out there is a jungle, and it's about who is the best in their profession, who is the best in what they do, in the values that they offer. And that is why you are here today. We want to equip you with the values. And I believe for the last 7 days, it's been an impactful moment with each and every one of you. Every one of you have been learning back to back. Every one of you have been gaining back to back knowledge after knowledge, and tons of information have been delivered to you. But however, I'm going to say this. Every information given to you can become useful, can become money in your bank, can become whatever you want to be, or whatever you want the training to make you to be, only if, after hearing everything here, you are going to make a practical application of everything. So my best advice to every one of you is to be willing to do 3 things. 1, you should be willing to learn. Be willing to learn. Be willing to unlearn, and be willing to relearn. All right, take that 3 point very, very, very crucial, very important. Take it personal to yourself. Be willing to learn. All right, be willing to unlearn. A lot of people are willing to learn, but they are not willing to unlearn. Every one of us, up to this particular moment, we have a lot of information that we have been given, all right, about wealth creation, about sales, about personal development, about growth, about changing the narrative, changing who we are. We all have been given tons of informations, and we are overloaded with this information already. But here's what I want to say. You need to learn how to empty your cup. I want you to go to the comment section, type empty your cup. Empty your cup. When your cup is too full and you refuse to empty it, there is no way you can welcome something new into that cup. And when what you have in the cup has stayed for too long, all right, it gets contaminated if you're not careful. All right, so as you are attending this training, I want you to unlearn. All right, I want you to open your heart to receive this information as though you've never seen them before, as though you've never heard them before, and be ready to go to the field and make practical use of them. Because information without application is a waste. Information without application is a complete what? Waste of time. And that's why it's important for you to make sure that you are using this particular training that you have been receiving for the last 7 days. All right. And I promise you something, guys. The next 21 days is going to be a transforming moment for you, because everyone who is coming here to talk to you, to speak to you, are well prepared, well grounded in knowledge and in what they are sharing to you. And I want you to be in the same frequency, all right, by taking that energy, all right, using that energy that you get from here to become that guru that you want to be. So thank you for every one of you who have attended. Tonight, I'm going to be giving the 100,000 naira out to my first 10 people that joined me. All right. So I believe Victor have gotten the name of the 10 people. If he has not gotten them, we said by 8 minutes past 10. All right. That's when the entry closes for the money. All right. So I'm going to be doing that. So my goal is just to encourage you, because many of you out of your little, you are making sacrifices to dedicate money to buy data and join us here. And not only that, you are disciplined enough. You are disciplined enough to join at the time that the company has scheduled for you to be at this event, and you've never missed it. All right. So I want to thank you so much for being true to yourself. I want to thank you so much for always having the willingness to transform yourself to become a better version of who you have been before. So thank you so much. And for the organizers, for the management team who have been behind the doors, behind the room, under the ground, making sure everything work every day. I want to thank you so much. HR, thank you so much for the effort you are putting in to make sure that this training is a reality. I want to thank Victor, always, making sure that the link goes out on time, the slide are on time. I know how much you've been on me. Thank you so much for being on me. Thank you so much, guys, for the hard work that you guys are doing. You guys are simply amazing. You guys are amazing. You are the best that anybody can have in the team. I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys for the great work you are doing. So now, in the course of my training, ladies and gentlemen, please can you give me the next slide? In the course of my training, we are going to be treating the topic called understanding the sales processes, creating an elevator pitch in real estate with effective sales presentation. But what I've done, ladies and gentlemen, is I've broken down this for you, because when you talk about sales processes, it encompasses a lot of things. It has to do with individuality, who we are as a person. There is something about having the skill. The skill are basically the process, all right? Which is looking for somebody who is interested in buying what you are selling, having the ability to present your opportunity or the products to them, and of course, being able to close them in a deal, being able to pitch what you are selling, being able to follow up until they make the payment and they do what you want, and of course, providing an after-sales services, all right, until the client is satisfied. All of these, ladies and gentlemen, basically are skills that anybody have to possess if they want to become a great salesperson. But however, in my last 18 years of my experience as a salesperson, I have realized that success in sales goes beyond just having the skills. Success in sales goes beyond having the skills, knowing the process. There are thousands of people I've witnessed who understand the processes, who knows I have to get a prospect, I have to follow up and do all of this stuff. They know the skills. But when it comes to the implementation of the skills is where the problem is. And the implementation of the process has to do with their personality as an individual, who they are, all right? The mindset that they carry, the shift that they are unable to make, all right? All of this thing is what stops some people from achieving greatness when it comes to sales. And that's why we have seen guys who understand the product, who know the comp plan, who understand the organization, the industry, and yet they are not successful in their journey. And you see these guys, this other group of guys, who are just people who understand the basics about the skill, but their character, their behaviors, their mindset, their values, how they carry themselves, their postures plays a major part in their success. And that's why today I'm not just going to be going into the processes, because if I'm just to do that with you, I will only take you to the skills. But I want to start with somewhere that I believe it is very important, because sales is not just about the skill, it's about you, who you are, and your understanding of success as a whole. All right. So Today, I have broken this down into modules that we are going to be discussing until we get to the end of this training. I cannot finish what I've prepared for you today. So I'm going to come back again tomorrow. I'm going to come back again. Hopefully, I don't know, maybe Victor is going to be giving me a chance on Tuesday. And I think I'm also going to be doing something in June with you guys. So, guys, I have a lot of in store. So, module 1 is talking about the ownership mindset, because it all begins with you understanding that your sales business, or your sales business is actually your own. All right. The product you are marketing is yours. It's not the company's own. All right. The company is yours, even though you are not the one who created the company. So we are going to be talking about ownership mindset. Ownership mindset. We're going to be talking about owning your own responsibility, owning your errors, your mistake, and all of that. So ownership mindset. And in part 1, we're going to be talking about you being the CEO of your life. You own your life. All right. That is the first thing that every one of us must accept, that nobody is coming to save me and you. We are going to save ourselves. Number 2 is discipline. Yes, discipline. Because discipline, they say, is the mother of success. You might know the skills, but if you are not disciplined enough, you will not be able to accomplish your goal. So we are going to be talking about discipline. And module 2, building with results. All right? Building with result. Part 1, we are going to be talking about ownership and result. Part 2, solution leadership. Problem solver, not a reporter. Okay? And part 3, energy, speed, and action. Speed wins, delay kills. And mode 3, we're going to be talking about sales skills that will turn you to millionaires. This way, we are now going to be dilating the processes and teaching you how to sell practically. Okay? Then, module 4, investment opportunities in real estate. And I think that is where I'm going to be capping it all. And of course, I think I have a part where they said there's a maybe a hangout with the CEO. I don't know yet. So I'm yet to understand that part of my own participation in this program. So, however, this is what I have in store for you. So I wanted to pay undivided attention tonight, as I'll be taking module 1 only. I'm going to be taking module 1. Part 1, you are the CEO of your life, and part 2, discipline. And all of this come with an assignment that you are going to do for me starting tonight. All right. And I'm going to demand for that assignment starting tomorrow till end of the week. So let's shoot into it immediately. So, Mr. Victor, can I have my next slide, please? Next slide. So, part 1, the ownership mindset. You are the CEO of your sales business. I remember this is a mistake a lot of people make when it comes to sales. You see, most especially in independent sales business, because I have been an independent salesperson where you are not employed by any organization. You are an independent person. Now, what that means is nobody demands accountability from you. Nobody really asks you to go out there and make the sales. The only thing that drives you to make the sales is your vision, is your dream, is your aspiration. It is the things you never had are the things that drives you to go out there. The ambition to own your life, the ambition to become a better version of yourself, the ambition to be a great person, the ambition to help other people to also achieve greatness, the ambition to solve a problem is what makes you to wake up every day and go out there. And that is why I tell everybody, when you join a sales business, when you become part of a sales organization or a sales force, first mindset you must own is that you are the CEO of your sales business. You need to know that. So nobody's going to tell you, oh, go and do the sales. Nobody's going to tell you, go and look for prospects. Nobody's going to tell you, go and build a sales team. You wake up because you have an ambition. You have your bills waiting for you to pay. You have your family relying on you. You have a lot of people who are joining you in that journey and who are looking up to you, and you want to be at the top of your game at all the time. So understand the fact that you are the CEO of your own sales business. Next slide, please. Next slide. So success is not luck, it is ownership. Now, what does this ownership really mean? It means, one, owning your failures. Because when it comes to sales business, you are not different from the business owner. And I will tell you the truth. The owner of a product or a service or a company or an organization is a salesman by nature. All right? Because for anybody to own a company, to own a product, to own a system, to own an organization, they must have the ability to sell a vision to other people. In fact, most times the CEO, the business owners are not selling their product. They sell vision of what the product can accomplish, of what the product can do. So, and as entrepreneurs, they encounter challenges in their journey. In fact, many times they fail in their journey as well. So when you are a salesperson, you have to make failure your friend. You have to own your own failure, because you are going to fail. You are going to have high hope on prospect. You are going to have high hope on a deal you are about to close, and it's going to flop. So you have to own it. You must own your own responsibility. That success in your sales business is your own responsibility. You must be accountable. You have to own your accountability. Meaning, because no one is really demanding accountability from you, you have to be accountable to yourself, to your family, to your team leaders. You have to own your mistakes, because we are human. We are prone to mistakes. We are going to make mistakes. Even when we relate with people within the team, even when we relate with clients, with customers, even when a small sentence causes us to lose a deal, we have to own up. All right? You must own your mistake. You must own your progress. Because as you journey along the line, you must be able to track your progress and own them. You must own your skill. Because mastery is the key to winning. Mastery is the key to winning. All right? So don't just become a mediocre, but become a master of your own skill. And what that means is that every aspect of sales, every process of sales, you must internalize them, and they must become part of you, because you are a salesperson and that is what you do. It is not an option. Owning the skill is not an option. Owning your failure is not an option. Owning your responsibility is not an option. Being accountable is not an option. Ownership makes you do all these things without being told. And that is what makes your character as a business person. And when you are able to own up in every area of your life as a salesperson, automatically you develop a character that is admirable by people, by other people, and you are able to create trust. And people begin to trust you, believe in the value that you offer, and they begin to vouch for you. And your character becomes your currency. And your behavior becomes your currency. And your attitude becomes your currency. Why? Because you own everything. You own your journey. You own your own success. You own your own failures. You own your own mistake. You are accountable. You are responsible. And this is exactly what it means to be what? To own your journey. Next. And that's why I say success is not what? It's not luck. It's ownership. I want you to know this, and I want you to know peace. Winners never blame. Why? Because every winner are in control of their future. If you are in sales business, you can't blame anybody for your failure. In fact, everybody I've seen that win, they never blame. All they do is they go out and do it anyway. No matter the situation, no matter the market, no matter the economy, no matter the government policies, no matter the rate of rejection, no matter the company, no matter the CEO, they go ahead and win anyway. So winners never blame. That is first thing you must know. All right. And that's why I said no this and no peace. Winners don't blame. 2, you are in control of your future. You are in control of your life. Whatever you are going to become 10 years from now, ladies and gentlemen, is as a result of the choices that you make today, is as a result of the actions that you take today, is as a result of the discipline that you enforce on yourself today, is as a result of the accountability that you are making to yourself, even when nobody is watching you. So you are the one in the driver's seat of your life. You are in control. And remember, because you are in control, you determine how much money you make. You determine how big your team is going to be. You determine how big your organization is going to be. So you determine what you want to become. And I'll tell you, that is why they say your success is in your own hand. You are in the driver's seat of your life. If you like, drive it to London. If you like, drive it to Kaduna. Wherever you want to drive it to, you are in control. And you see, one thing I have learned over years, I've read the Bible very well. I'm a Bible student. God created you with a DNA that is limitless. God made you with the power to accomplish what anyone even feel it is impossible. And I will tell you, every great person that I've ever seen existed on the planet, they were once told it is impossible. Elon Musk was told his ideas are the most ridiculous idea ever. But today, who is the richest guy in the world? 300 billion and counting in US dollars. That is the guy they said is insane, is a mad guy. Elon Musk will sleep in his office when every staff has gone home, when his directors has gone home, when his head of department have gone home to be with their wife, because of his vision, because he knows that his current position control his future. Whatever he's doing now control his future self. He will stay in the office to work on things that are important and things that are necessary. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are in the sales business and you want to win big, you must be ready to be in charge. Nobody can do it for you. In fact, nobody's coming to save me and you. In this current era, Jesus has come to pay the price and he's gone. He's coming back. All right? But that is to give us another word. And it's not now. You are still in this same miserable, selfish, crazy world of ours. And yet, you must make your own impact. Because in the midst of little, in the midst of everything not being available, a lot of people are breaking through every day. They are breaking barriers every day. Why do you think it's happening? Because they are in charge. So ask yourself, am I in charge? Or my environment determine my life, determine how I live? Gone are the days when they told us, cut your coat according to your clothes or according to your size. It's bullshit. It doesn't work anymore. All right? It doesn't work anymore. Anybody can get a massive amount of yard now and cut it anyhow they like. So don't let anybody limit you with those kind of informations. There is so much abundance that you can become limitless because that is how God made you. You can become so powerful because that is what you are made to be. Every one of us are unique with a lot of powers. But until you make a decision to search within you your motivation, your pain point, and you decide to be in control and make use of those pain that you are having to accomplish something for yourself, nothing is going to change. So guys, you are in control. Next. Slide. So what does it mean to have extreme ownership? Having extreme ownership simply means no excuse. From this moment, you must get rid of every excuses. Your goal, your focus should be on result only. And I will tell you something very important tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Every reason you give, every reasons that you give for not doing what you ought to do to get the result that you need are actually the main reason why you should be doing those things that will give you the result. And I will explain. I want to go and meet a client, but I don't have money to meet the client. Right? That reason is the main reason why you have to find your way to where the client is. Michael, this thing is about to die quickly. Yes. So that is the main reason why you must make sure that you get to that client so that you can close that deal, so that that money you don't have can actually come. That prospect you cannot go and find because you don't have the means. It's the main reason why you have to find a way to go and look for that prospect so that that sales will come and there'll be abundance on your table. Imagine if the reason why I'm not going to meet a client is because I don't have money. So if I don't go and meet a client anyway, how does the money come? So for you to have an extreme ownership, you must destroy your bridge of excuse. You must destroy your bridge of excuse. And the only thing is, whatever comes may, you must have the result. So focus not on excuse, but only on result. No blaming, only accountability. No blaming, only accountability. All the resources you need might not be on the table. But yet, you have to make sure you have your results. So you have to be accountable for every action that you take. Taking full responsibility is part of it. If in a particular month, you did not earn the amount of money you are supposed to earn that will pay your bills, it is nobody's problem. It is not the company's problem. It is not the product problem. It is not the government problem. It is your responsibility. Your success is your responsibility. So, what are the steps you need to take to have ownership? Step one, accept that you are 100% responsible. Stop blaming people, government, economy, or your past. That is the most annoying. Oh, people tell me, my father is poor. So what? My father too is poor. Oh, this Nigeria that we had, the economy is bad. I'm in the same Nigeria. Whatever blame, your mother abandons you, your father abandons you, it doesn't matter. But I tell people something. Even though your parents are not rich, so what happens to you? You have the power to build wealth. Your parent life does not determine the outcome of your life. In fact, if my parent does not have, that's a motivation for me. If my family does not have, that's a motivation for me. Because if I do not come from a rich family can begin with me. And in every family, there is always one game changer. But the big question is, are you the game changer? Are you going to be the one that will change the game? Everything in your life today is as a result of past decision. So own it. So ask yourself, what decision will I be taking today that will make a difference tomorrow? You see, it is human to make a mistake. It is human to hurt. All right? But own your past mistake and now begin to what? To make the right decisions. I was going with my son yesterday, and we got to Songwater. We're going towards Ifo. In fact, I was going to my farm. So, and we went together, and he was sitting down with me in the car. And I saw a guy who is now, a tout in the garage, a Songwater garage, chasing vehicles and trying to collect, 50 naira from them, as they call them the popular Agberu in Lagos. And I remember me and that particular guy who went to secondary school together. He was my classmate. We were in the same class together. And this same guy, when we were in secondary school, is very notorious. This were the time this guy come with knife to school. We're just young kids. He come to school with knife. He comes to school with, his father sells meat in the garage. So in Songota garage, we call him Ombabelero. So his father sells meat in the garage. When he come into school, he's very notorious. He come with those stuff, and yes, one could have expected that. Look, coming from that kind of background, he should have a better focus, but he wasn't. And at the end of the day, he also ended up in the same garage that we all used to know in Songota. And I was telling my son, what do you think? That this guy is my classmate, but what do you think was the problem? What do you think? This guy is here and I am here, right here with you. You could see the difference. And my son looked at me and said it was a decision. It was a choice. He made poor choices. All right. So sometimes we make poor choices in the past, but we can begin to make the right choices now. Choices that will lead us to a better life. So I'm telling you this because I want you to understand that everything we become is a matter of decision. All right. Some people decide to give up on life. It's a decision. They say, I'm even tired. This life don't tire me. Let me just remain the way I am. If I see food, I chop. The day where I don't see, I go to bed hungry. And lo and behold, that is exactly how it's going to be. And some people just wake up one morning and said, I am sick and tired of being where I am. I'm sick and tired of scarcity. I'm sick and tired of not having enough to eat. Something has to be done from this moment. And they go ahead and fight. And now they are winning. And it seems they are different from everybody. They are not different. They are only making the right decision about life. Now, consistently failing in meeting set goals and feeling less concerned. All right. So a lot of people consistently fail in meeting their set goals and they feel less concerned. Now, imagine you tell yourself, oh, I am going to sell a plot of land next month or 2 plots of land next month, but you did not sell, but you are not bothered. You didn't examine yourself and say, oh, what did I do wrong? What am I supposed to do that I'm not doing? There's something I should be doing. If I decide that I want to make a sale of 2 plots of land and I did not make it, it means something is wrong. So what can I do differently? All right. So they become complacent with life, and life begin to handle them and handle them the way they like, the way it likes. So what about waiting instead of creating opportunities? Some people are waiting for miracles to happen. Some people are waiting that, yes, one day manna is going to fall from heaven. It doesn't work that way. If you are a salesperson and you want to create a fulfilling life, you have to stop waiting for customer to come. You have to wake up every day and go and search for that customer. You have to go out there and create the opportunity. You have to go out there and stop somebody and say, look, I have an offer for you. I have an opportunity for you. You have to walk into the organization and say, look, I can make every one of you a landlord. You have to walk into that school and say, you know what? I can make every of you teachers a landowner in this town, in this country. Are you ready for that? This is the offer I have. This is how you can be part of it. You must have a reason to wake up every day. You must keep creating opportunities for progress. You must keep creating opportunity for you to keep moving forward in life. As a salesperson, your life is in your own hand. Next slide, please. So your success is your responsibility. I want you to put it down. I want to put it down. Your success is your responsibility. So step two. Step two. Reflect and audit your life. Reflect and audit your life. So where am I now? Ask yourself this question. And 10 years from now, where do I want to be? Last Saturday, I met with a group of people, and one of the things I told them is, a man became a millionaire and a CEO of a multi-billion-dollar company. Sander Adamson, the owner of Kentucky Chicken that you all know today, KFC. That guy began his journey of creating that company at the age of 65. And you know what took him there? He decided to audit his life, to know where he is in life. And when he audited his life, he realized he has some value to offer. His passion, what he's good at doing, is frying chicken with the best recipe anybody can ever think of. And he said, why can't I make this a business? And he began to make it a business. And today, Kentucky Chicken is one of the biggest fast food anybody can think about, a global brand today, very massive. It happened because a man sat down to reflect and audit his own life. So it doesn't matter your age, it doesn't matter where you are in life, just sit down to audit your life. What are my habits? What are my behavior? What am I doing differently? What can I do to progress? What can I do to make a difference? I'm a salesperson. How can I have a breakthrough? What are the things I do daily? The things I do on a daily basis, are they getting me closer to me making a deal that will change my life? Or they are taking me a step backward? Do I procrastinate a lot? Is that taking me backward? I promise and fail. Is that taking me backward? You must understand your own season. There is time and season. You have to understand your own season as a person. Where am I now and where do I want to be? Be brutally honest about your habits, your environment, and your mindset. If you are in association with the wrong people, you must detach yourself from them. Those who don't see values in the things you do, those who are not supporting your journey. The whole of Realtormax today have over 500 realtors, but we are just 13 in this group. All right? You realize if you begin to call the 500 people one by one and you ask them, everybody have an excuse. Do they know they are supposed to be in training? Yes. But perhaps their environment limited them, their mindset limited them. Some think, oh, I know everything they are going to say. Why should I go there? Some say, oh, what would they even teach me? Why should I even be attending? Some say, oh, I don't have data. That's why I'm not attending. Everybody's going to, some are going to say, oh, I was so tired. I've worked all through the week. I don't have chance. But is that the truth? The answer is no. People actually create an excuse for things, even when they know the right things. And the reason for doing this is because they are not owning up. They don't even want it enough. They don't want it enough. You know, in my last training on Saturday, I used an analogy of a dog. A dog who was lying down and is crying every day for things. It just at one point is crying, it's barking. This dog refused to stand up. There is this particular guy who passes the street where the dog is. He keeps seeing the dog angry and crying every day at the same spot. Then he took the courage as he was going to walk to knock at the door of the owner and said, look, every day I pass here 7 days in a week. I see your dog barking and crying. What is going on? Then the owner of the dog looked and smiled and said, can you see every other dog are playing in the cage? He said, yes. He said, this particular dog have been sitting down on a nail that pierced through his body and he has refused to get up. It means the pain is not enough. When the pain is enough, the dog is going to get up. So a lot of people are not honest. Even though they are going through the pain, they are going through the fire, they are not seeking solution. Attending trainings, empowering yourself with knowledge is part of the solution to your journey. All right? So if you want to take full ownership of your life, you must be honest. You must look at your habit, your environment, and your mindset, and your behaviors, and your character, because these are all of your currencies. Next. 3, set clear personal goals. Define your own vision of success. What is your vision of success? All right? I tell people, if only people know, money alone is not success. In fact, money is not success. If your current source of income is taken away from you today, can you still make money? Because this will help you define your own vision. So what is your vision? The values you carry, the characters you have, your integrity, all these things play a major role. Your accountability, all right? Your goal to help other people to have a better life. Like my mentor, Jim Rohn, will say, if you help to change their life, your life also automatically changes. So what's your vision as a person? If you are a salesperson, your vision is to offer value to people and help them to change their life. Is help them to solve a problem. Somebody think I can never become a landlord, but boom, you walk up to that person and you say, you know what? It is possible. I can help you do that. And that person become a landlord. He own a house. The vision is accomplished. You make money. Don't live your life on autopilot or someone else's script. There are a lot of people today who are not interested in personal growth. You shouldn't want to be like them. There are some people today who are comfortable with where they are. That is not how you want to live your life. You must create an action plan. You must have your own goal and break them into smaller daily tasks. So you can have a big goal to say, in 1 year, I want to make 50 million naira. But there are 12 months in 1 year. So it's going to be 12 divided by 50 million. So if you divide that and get your figures, now how many weeks are in a month? You are now going to divide it by what you get per month. Then how many days are in a month? To see what you need to do daily in order for you to achieve your weekly goals, achieve your monthly goals, and achieve your what? Your yearly goals. So break them down. Break the big goals down into smaller goals. So with that, you will know how many plots of land you need to sell. You will know how many realtors you have to bring into the community for them to make more sales with you. Set a goal for daily tasks, the things I want to do every day. I want to call prospect every day. I want to do follow-up every day. I want to present my opportunity to people every day. Have that. Be proactive, not reactive. Be proactive, not what? Not reactive. When you are proactive, it means you are taking actions immediately. You are not just waiting. You are not just sitting down talking. You talk less, you do more. That's what excellent sales people do. Number 5, build daily self-discipline. Daily self-discipline. Show up even when you don't feel like it. There are many days some of us don't feel like going out. There are many days I just want to be on the bed. But when I look at the responsibility, the people that I'm working with, the people who are looking up to me, the work that is to be done that is not yet done, I don't have a choice. I have to wake up every day. When I look at my bills, guys, I have bills. I have a lot of bills. My children are going to school. My wife needs money. My mother needs money. My mother-in-law needs money. Everybody needs money. When I look at I have to do fine boy too now. I have cars. I have to fuel them now. I have to maintain my home now. When I look at these things, they are enough for me just to wake up every morning and get angry and go and make money. So master your money, control your days. Don't allow your days to control you. There are people whose days control them. They don't have a plan of tomorrow, Monday. This is what I'm going to do. I will do A, B, C, Y, and Z. People just wake up Monday morning and they begin to look. Today is Monday. Today is Monday. Monday. Okay. Let's just go out. Let's go to the office. No. If you want to be successful in your sales business, that is not how your day should be. Your day should be properly itemized. What you want to do, the meetings you are going to have. A day before every day, you should know these are the set of tasks I'm going to carry out today. These are the meetings I want to have today. I'm going to be meeting so tomorrow because I have to close a deal. I have to introduce them to the new product. I have to introduce them to the new opportunity. You must master your days, starting with your money. Track your progress. Everything you say you are going to do, are you doing them right? Get a pen, get a diary where you write your progress. I said, I'm going to accomplish a busy one. Said, okay, I have accomplished this. I'm here to meet up with this. I'm still trying to meet up with this. I want to connect with this. I want to do this and do everything you want to accomplish. Put them in a journal and track the progress. Because what you don't measure, you can't improve. You can only improve the things you can measure. And that is why you have to be accountable. And tracking your progress is making sure that you are accountable to yourself. Embrace mistake as a lesson. When some people see a little setback, they quit, they give up. All right? Don't quit when you fail, but learn, adjust, and grow, and own your failures. Don't be a professional quitter. You try to market the land is not marketable, you are not selling, you give up. That's not how life works. The guy who invented electricity tried 999 times and he failed. At the 1000th time, he was able to light a bulb. And that's why you have what we call electricity today. So learn through your mistake, adjust, and grow in the process. Keep on trying. Don't just give up. Don't just quit at the middle of everything. You have just joined the real estate business. You have tried a lot of business in the past. Now you are here, you find yourself in the real estate. What are you supposed to do? You are supposed to master the real estate business. Learn it. Become a professional in the field. Setbacks are going to come. Challenges are going to come. But always make sure that you are bigger than your problems. Always make sure you are bigger than your challenges. And that is the only way you can make progress in life. Be bigger than them. Next slide. Be bigger than your problems. Step 8, surround yourself with winners and accountable partners. The Bible said it. He who walk with the foolish one will become foolish, but he who walk with the wise will become wise. There's a need for you to actually become selective in your form of friendship. Ask yourself, who are the people I hang around with? Are they the people who talk progress? Are they the people who talk of values? You know, there are certain guys that I've come to know in my life as a person. And every time I'm a bit down, I intentionally visit some of them because I know what I'm going there to do. When I visit them, either I go to their office or I tell them, oh boy, where are you? Let's hang out and meet somewhere. And we sit down. When they come to that table, what they are going to say in 1 hour, I'm going back renewed, empowered, energized. Because in their individual field, they are doing exceptionally well. So when they come to that table, they are talking about the progress they've made, what they have accomplished newly, what they are doing differently, what has been working, what has not been working. They are telling you these things. They are telling you, oh, there's this training coming up. They pay 700K for the training. Why don't you come? They can talk to the organizer. The seat is full, but they can talk to the organizer to accommodate you and bring you in. These are the kind of people. People that motivate you to learn. People that motivate you to grow. People that encourages you to become a better person. Be open to correction and support. There are mentors that will guide you, that will support you. You will make mistakes, they will correct you. Don't take it personal. In your journey as a salesperson, you actually need guidance. And when somebody is correcting you, don't take it as an offense. Speak and think with ownership language. Step 9, avoid I can't. Some people say I cannot, I can't do it. I cannot do it because I don't have this. I cannot do it because I don't have that. You see, the word I can't shut down your thinking power. Shut down your thinking ability. When you say I cannot, it becomes impossible for you. I have to is a language of being forced. You never decided on your own. When you make a personal decision, you do better than when you are being forced to do something. They made me do it. They made me commit. No, it is your decision. It is your journey. Your journey is your journey. So begin to speak languages that opens your mind, that exposes your mind to possibilities. If you remove the word I am, every other thing is what? Possible. So what do? I choose to. I choose to do this. Because when you say the word I choose to, it means you make a decision out of a problem that you want to solve. You were at a point in your life where you said something has to change. The word I choose to is a word of people who are seeking change. The society is bad, Nigeria is bad, but I choose to go and make a difference. I choose to go and make the sales, even when others say there is no sales. I am responsible for it. I am responsible. When you are responsible for something, it becomes a sense of duty, not force. It becomes a sense of duty, not force. You are not being forced to do it, but you see it as a responsibility. I went to a community and the road was so bad that even a good car cannot even move in that road. And I am asking myself, what is going on with these people? Is it that this whole community cannot even put themselves together and say, this is for us. We are responsible for this. We are the one using the road. Let us just grade it. If not to tie it, let's grade so that we can move freely. But rather, what do they do? I spoke to somebody in that community and he said, Oga, one day we are waiting. Government will come and fix it. And I look at him and I laugh and I shake my head. I said, but who is driving on this road? Is it government or you? He said, me. I said, so, and you are waiting for government to come and fix the road for you. It's the duty of the government, but it is your responsibility to fix it temporarily. And when you are responsible, you find a way for everything. No matter how difficult the task is, you find a way. And that is what separates winners from losers. Losers cry over everything. What does winner do? Winners take charge, take responsibility. Accept everything as your responsibility. Be self-sufficient in your journey. Solve problem without waiting for what? For help. Measure success by result, not what? Effort. You see, when you measure effort rather than result, you feel drained because you are going to look at how much you have committed. But when you look at the result you are bringing and you have measured your progress by the level of your result, you become a goal-driven, result-oriented individual. So, ladies and gentlemen, these are the steps you have to take. Now, assignment. I'm going to give you an assignment. And the assignment I'm going to be giving you this tonight, before we go to the second one, is get an ownership reflection journal. Get a diary somewhere. Ask yourself daily, did I show ownership responsibility today? Did I show ownership in my journey as a salesperson today? You have seen everything that we need to do to have ownership. Did I show ownership today? Write 5 ways to take more ownership this week, this coming week. Write 5 ways you can take more ownership. Write 5 ways. And I want you to send this to the group starting tomorrow. Starting tomorrow morning. Send it to the group. All right? Send everything you are writing. 5 ways to take more ownership this week. Tell yourself, this week, I will do this to make a difference in my life. I will do this to make a difference. 5 things that you will do. All right? Write 5 ownership statements in group this weekend. All right? From this weekend to next weekend, write 5 ownership statements. Ownership statements. I choose to be this. I choose to be that. I choose. So every ownership statement I've taught you tonight, that's what you should use, and write 5 of your own. All right? Write it in your journal. Write it in the WhatsApp group for everybody to see, so that we begin to hold you accountable. We begin to hold you accountable. So let's go to part 2, ladies and gentlemen. The part 2 of this training is discipline. Now, this is just a sample. I've given you a sample of personal reflection journal. Bad habit I need to break. What are the bad habits you need to break? Things I regret not doing. Things I have learned this year. How to be a better version of myself. And of course, 5 ownership word and all of that. So you can snap this. Victor, you can create another one for everybody to have. Maybe digital, they can fill it and begin to push it, or they can actually have it and fill it with their paper and pen, and of course snap it and put it in the group for everybody to see with their name and everything on it. So let's go to the next. Let's go to the next, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go to the next. Part 2. For you to succeed as a salesperson, ladies and gentlemen, the next part of this training is called discipline of high performance salespeople. All right? Short-term pain equal long-term greatness. Discipline look like pain today, but it gives you a freedom. When? Tomorrow. Next slide, please. I don't want to waste time. This training are quite voluminous. So the price of discipline is high, but the lack of discipline can cost you your freedom. This is one thing I've learned in my entire career. The more you lack discipline, the more you delay in action, the more you delay in proactiveness, the more you delay in doing what you ought to do that you refuse to do due to lack of discipline, the more you postpone your future enjoyment. The more you postpone your success, the more you postpone your greatness. And that's one thing I've mastered. And when I discovered this, it's become a revelation. So when I said I wanted to start real estate, I woke up one morning and said, now I'm setting up a real estate company, and I begin to set up real estate company without fear, without me even having all the full details. I just want to do that which I am inspired to do. When you make a decision to be disciplined, ladies and gentlemen, the price to pay is high because you will deprive yourself of some things. As a salesperson, you become very busy. A serious salesperson are very busy people because they will have appointment morning till night. They are doing one presentation after another presentation after another presentation. They are meeting one client after another client. They are doing one inspection after another inspection. They are going for one training after another training. That is discipline. All right? So when you are paying this price, you are going to miss out on birthday parties. You are going to miss out on wedding parties. You are going to miss out going to bars and clubs. You miss out on things you enjoy. You are going to miss out on your favorite TV shows, because you are preparing for the next day. You want to address your team. You want to talk to your team. You want to teach your team what they don't know so that they can be active, they can be successful. All right? So when you engage in this massive activity that will bring you results, it is called discipline. There are so many things you could have been doing. Many of you who are with me here tonight, you could have been watching TVs. You could have been watching your favorite shows on television, but you deprive yourself of that. Many of you have to squeeze the little cash on you to buy data to be here tonight. That is discipline. You are doing things when they are not even convenient for you. So the lack of discipline can cost you your freedom. People can also afford not to do those things now and live the normal average life, but they will never have the result of people who are disciplined enough. Next. So what is discipline? Doing what you must do, whether you feel like it or not. Doing what you must do, whether people are looking at you or not. Discipline is respecting yourself. And I'll prove that to you. Somebody once told me, I don't like borrowing. And I'll tell you, that is me. I'm too proud to borrow. It's not maybe I don't have a need many times. I do. There are times I'm in need, that I feel I'm tempted. I want to call somebody, can you borrow me money? But guess what? I have this self-honor, self-respect, and I tell myself, no, I won't do that. It's my personality. Some people enjoy that, but it's my personality. So, but when I know that that is the kind of person I am, I don't know how to borrow. I don't know how to go seek people's, help asking for stuff. If it's not business, all right? I don't know how to start. Oh, can I get some money for food? I want to pay my rent. I want to pay my child school fees. I know it's, even when I don't have, even 10 years ago, 12 years ago, 15, when I had nothing, I still did not do that. But I believe so much in hustle. I would rather hustle and make sure that result come out. And now, what that hustle means is, I will leave my house 6 a.m. in the morning. I'll have presentation in banks. I will submit proposal to all banks I know. They will call me to come and do presentation 7 a.m. in the morning. And I will have to present to 2 banks before they open officially in the morning. I respect myself so much, so I need to get the things I need. And if that is me going to do those presentations to get the result, I will have to do them. Discipline is future success insurance. When you are disciplined enough, you are insuring the future. Your future is getting guaranteed. That is what it means. Next. The lack of discipline you must avoid as a salesperson. Missing out on your money routines. Missing out on your money routines. Skipping prospecting. Prospecting is a daily IPA. IPA simply means income producing activities. The things you have to do every day for you to have results. If you see somebody who is selling every week, it's because that person have a list of prospects. If you run out of prospects, you run out of business. Okay? Skipping prospecting is a way of lacking discipline. Poor follow-up habits. That is lack of discipline. Giving up after a first rejection. is lack of discipline. Not completing a sales process is lack of discipline. You were able to manage to sell to a client, and after selling to that client, to your tent or Israel, you move after collecting commission. Either you get his document, you get allocation, it's none of your business, you move. Poor execution of sales skills. You couldn't give a good offer to your client. You couldn't defend the product. You couldn't defend the company. You couldn't help your client to see value in what you are offering. That is poor execution of sales skills. Not committed to the sales journey. Not committed to the sales journey. All of these are actually a way one can lack discipline. And when one lacks discipline in this area, you know what they begin to do? They complain for not having results. But who is to blame for the lack of results? The person. So, and that's why you must avoid all of this at all costs. Know that every morning, create a routine for yourself. What are my routines? All right? Create a routine for yourself. Next. So what are the disciplines of high performance? One, the secret of high sales performance, build winning habits. How? One, define your winning identity. Ask yourself, who do I want to become? Who do I want to become? E.g., I want to become a disciplined salesperson who handle my sales process professionally. I want to do my business in such a way that I'm able to maintain an excellent relationship. Not because I just sell a product to my client, because I was able to solve my client problem. Become a high value salesman and woman. Become a consultant. When you are in property business, you are in property sales business, you are a consultant. You are a property consultant. You are a real estate consultant. People want to call you and say, oh, there is this investment in real estate. What do you think? When you get your business to that level, you are made. Guess what? I came into this industry not so long, and people are already calling me now. When they need property anywhere, they call me, sir, we need so and so. Can you help us get it? Because they've seen my moves. They've seen what I do. So I value salesman and woman who immerse themselves in mastery. Master your craft. Master your craft. So I want to be a wealthy sales entrepreneur. Ask yourself, this is what I want to be. A wealthy sales entrepreneur, not a hustler, not a struggler. We're going to struggle for all years. No, I want to make a difference in every year that I go into. Start small with high impact. Choose small action that align with your identity. E.g., wake up early. Wake up early. Organize your daily activity. Read 5 to 10 pages of sales book daily. Collect 10 contacts from prospect daily. Commit to daily IPAs, income producing activity. Next slide. Use habit stacking. What do we mean by habit stacking? Linking a new habit with an existing habit. E.g., you wake up, you are a type who regularly wakes up very early in the morning. So from waking up early in the morning, what do? You pray. From praying, what do? You proceed to brushing your teeth. From brushing your teeth, what do? You proceed to what? A 30-minute exercise. If you have not been doing exercise before, you should start doing exercise. Because your posture matters. You cannot be selling properties, and you appear to people so unkempt, so your look is not attractive. Exercise your body. Let your body come together. All right? Prioritize your health. Look healthy. Write your top goals for the day. What do I want to accomplish today? Write them down and follow. When I wake up and I'm going to the office, those are the things I do first. My day, what do I want to accomplish today? I put them down. The day I accomplish everything, I realize I feel more happier. I'm more excited. In fact, sometimes I tell my wife, do you know everything I wanted to do today? I did everything. I'm doing that out of excitement. But the day I don't accomplish my tasks, I did not finish them, I also come back and say, do you know everything I said I wanted to do today? I only did 3. I only did 2. Track and measure. Use a habit tracker. When we say a habit tracker, just get a journal, all right, to monitor your consistency level. I'll tell you something. I used to exercise in the morning. When I skip my exercise twice in a week, I know. My mind is telling me, you skip exercise, you have to go back. What gets measured, gets managed. What gets measured, gets managed. Review and reinforce. When you know you are going on a journey and you review that journey, whatever you fail at, whatever you miss out, you will always, because you are tracking them, you will always be able to reinforce and bounce back and go back and do those things. Do a weekly reflection. What are the things I did this week that worked? Because not everything you are going to do will work. You are going to say, oh, let me prospect online. You can prospect online for a whole month and it didn't work for you. But you might realize going out to ShopRite, to lounges and bars is what worked for you. You might realize that submitting proposals to schools, to organizations, to companies is what worked for you. Track the things that are working. And you can only do that by having a daily reflection of everything you've done for the week. You now look at which one brings me more results, which one does not bring me any results. So you take the one that gives you a lot of results and focus more on it. The one that gives you less results, you still continue to do it, but with a minimal effort. But the one that produces a lot of results, you put more effort in it so that I can keep giving you more results. Winners and champions are not the most talented, they are the most disciplined. Know that and know peace. Next. So discipline produces consistency, and consistency produces what? Results. So if you are disciplined enough, you will be consistent, and when you are consistent, you'll be what? You produce a lot of results. Next. Next. So how to build strong discipline? 1, create simple, powerful routines. 2, set clear daily non-negotiable goals. 3, celebrate small wins. And 4, beat your emotion, not fight them. Let me explain that for you. The rest you can understand by yourself. Beating your emotion, go back please. Beating your emotions and not fighting your emotion. Fighting your emotion simply means that you are living in denial. You are living in denial. You are angry about something, and yet you are not showing it. You are trying to form, I'm good, I'm cool. But beating your emotions simply means you have been able to master that emotion. All right. You are able to understand what your problems are, and you are able to solve those problems. That is what it means to beat your emotions. Not glossing over your errors, not glossing over your mistake, not glossing over your anger, but your ability to manage your problem and be bigger than your problem is what is called to be beating your what? Your emotion, and you are not fighting your emotion. Next slide. Next slide, please. So, my assignment for you on part 2 is create your non-negotiable list. E.g., I want you to do this assignment starting from tomorrow, okay? And you are going to submit the report on the WhatsApp group every day. So, Victor, we are going to track the people who are doing this assignment. I've given 2 assignments today, all right? The first one is the personal reflection. This second one is a non-negotiable what? Task that everybody must do every day. All the people are in this training. So create non-negotiable list of the things you must do every day to show your level of discipline. Get 3 prospects per day. So what that means is when you get your 3 prospects per day, you will come to the group at the end of every day and say, I get my 3 prospects today. Just put the name of the 3 prospects. Do not put their phone number there so that somebody don't go there and copy the number and start calling them. Put the name of the 3 prospects, Mr. So and so, where you met them, and a bit of what you guys discussed. 3 of them. Call 10 prospects from your phone daily. Now, go and look at your contact list. Who is that person I've not talked to about my property? Look for 10 of them and call them. Whatever feedback you get, put it also in the comment in the WhatsApp group by evening. Follow up with 5 potential clients who are interested in buying property. All the people who have shown interest before, I want to go back and what? And follow them up and ensure you complete them before 12 noon daily, no matter what. Or yes, complete them before 12 noon, and by evening, what do? You bring it to the group and show every one of us for us to measure your progress. So next. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is how I'm going to be coming to the end of my training tonight, of my session tonight. Don't forget, I think I have another session tomorrow, being Monday, 19th, and we are going to be going to the next module. The next module is what we are going to be going into. Ladies and gentlemen, go to the next module, and when we go to the next module, ladies and gentlemen, so please make sure you are on time. You come on time, and you are also ready with your pen and paper. Thank you so much, and I pray that God bless each and every one of you. I'm going to open the room now for questions. You can ask me all your questions. Remember where we are going is still far, all right? So I'll be open to answer all your questions, ladies and gentlemen. Right, we have our 10, Mr. Olajumoke. Now, collect the account number of everybody here, all right? Collect their account number of everybody here, and let's send them 10,000 naira each. Please do that tonight. Send it to me.
Okay, sir. Noted, sir. Sir, there's a question on the group. Someone is asking, according to assignment 2, what if I have not started already, sir?
Now, if you have not started already, go back to that assignment. Let me show the person what they can do. If you have not started already, go back. Good. Create a non-negotiable list. Okay, get 3 prospect daily. Okay, now you can begin by getting prospect. How do you get a prospect? Prospect are people who might be interested in what you are offering. It can be through your phone, it can be family and friends that you'll be introducing to the company and say, oh, there's this company, I just joined them and this is what they are offering. Okay, so you can actually begin to get prospects. Or better still, let me do it this way for you. If you are just starting, you've not started at all, what I want you to do is I want you to create a list of 20 potential people that may or may not be buying from you. All right, that may or may not be buying from you. If you are just starting, you've not started at all, you've not been selling, this is your first time, I want you to create, all right, create a list of 20 prospects that might be buying from you or might not be buying from you. After you have done that, I will now give you a script of information that you now send to all of them, and we'll pick it up from there. And let's help you to close your first sale in this 30 days challenge. Remember, guys, at the end of this 30 days challenge, every one of you who started this seminar or this training 7 days ago should be able to close at least 1 to 5 million naira before the end of this month. At least close deals that will pay you at least 1 million naira. So because we call it the Millionaire Challenge, and the goal is for you to actually create a lot of activity that will bring you sales, either in the wealthy nation or selling of property. You must be able to accomplish that. Now, what next? What other question? Please, can you show the list of questions? Let's see questions.
Sir, we only have that one question for now.
Who else have questions, ladies and gentlemen? More questions before we call it a day, ladies and gentlemen. Let's ask questions. This is an interactive session. All right, it's an interactive session. Let's ask questions. Let's ask questions.
There's a question. Mr. Joshua is asking, sir, please further explain the non-negotiable list.
Okay.
He needs more clarification.
Now, when we say a non-negotiable, something that you cannot fail to do in a day. That's what it means, non-negotiable list. I will be getting 3 prospects every day. It's not negotiable. Either Dr. Mike is going to come and talk about it, or he's not going to talk about it. Joshua must do it every day. It becomes an habit. That as a salesman, I must get 3 prospects per day. It's a non-negotiable. So Monday, tomorrow, I am getting 3 prospects. On Tuesday, I'm getting 3 prospects. Every day, I will call 10 prospects who I have spoken with on phone. Every day. All the prospects, I'm collecting their numbers every day. I must call them, 10 of them in a day, if I have up to that list. If I don't have up to that list, even if it's 2 or 3 or 4 that I have, I must call them in a day to share more information, book an appointment, schedule a meeting with them to expose them to what I have as a product or as an opportunity. So it becomes a routine. This non-negotiable activity is your routine that every day you do it voluntarily without being pushed, without being forced. You are doing it from your heart for your own future, for your own benefit, for your own success and greatness, for your own winnings. That's it. Non-negotiable. You are not negotiating it with anybody. There is not because Mr. A did this, so I will go and do it. Oh, Mr. B did not do it, so me too, I will not do it. No. It's your own personal decision that I'm going to go and do this. I only gave a sample. You can now create your own to say, I'm going to do 5 prospects per day. I'm going to call 10 people in a day. I'm going to follow up with 5 potential clients every day. This is what I want to be doing. And I will be accomplishing it by 12 noon or by 2 p.m. in the afternoon or by 3 p.m. in the afternoon every blessed day. And when I'm done with all of this, I must report it to my leader for him to know, hold me accountable that I'm staying true to this non-negotiable what? List every day.
All right, thank you very much, sir. Sir, there is another question. Mr. Obina is asking, when one is consistently violating his or her disciplinary measures, how can one overcome that, sir?
Very simple. You know these are the right things to do, but you are not doing it. Who is going to bear the pain? You. You are the one to bear the pain. And because you don't want to bear that pain, you don't want to continue, what you need to do is to do a self-evaluation of the areas where you are failing. I'm failing in this area. Make an evaluation of those areas and look at what you can begin to do immediately to correct it. I'll take, for example, I told my wife, I said, every morning, I'm going to do 1 hour in the gym, no matter how tired, no matter how early I need to go out. But I'll tell you for a fact, it's not every day I meet up. There are days consistently, Monday to Sunday, I do it. And there are days that will require me to go out as early as 6 a.m. in the morning. It means if I wake up by 5:30, by the time I do prayer and all of that, I will not be able to meet up. I need to dash out. I will not be. Now, in my mind, I know I've already failed. Now, I've failed for today, but tomorrow, do I want to fail? So I ask myself, if I don't do it today, I don't do it tomorrow, am I getting close to the goal that I set for myself from the beginning? The answer is no. So I have to take myself back to doing that thing which I failed to do before. So do a proper evaluation of yourself if you are failing, and try not to go back to not doing those things again. It might not be easy, but you want to ensure that you engage yourself in the things you say you want to do rather than focusing on not doing it.